going on with Jay-Z? If you guys don't know, Busby literally had a hiccup in federal court this morning. It was embarrassing. However, it would have been embarrassing on its own. What type of battle to the end is Jay-Z doing with Tony Busby that every time he tries to go into the Hayuka with Tony Busby, he ends up making himself look silly? Y'all, what am I talking about? Tony Busby's lawyer in the California Jay-Z Busby case. Remember how Jay-Z said that he was going to try to sue Busby for extortion and he had proof, and the proof literally was an audio recording that basically proved what Jane Doe was saying, that you was busy harassing her? Yeah, and remember when I kept saying, why doesn't Jay-Z just take his win and go live his billionaire life with his very beautiful wife and kids? Well, Jay-Z don't want to take anybody's advice. And he is literally still fighting from victory, not for victory. But every time he goes, it just makes it look worse and worse for him. You guys, what am I talking about? Camille Vasquez, yes, that Camille Vasquez for the Johnny Depp trial, just filed new paperwork basically slapping Jay-Z's hands. But more importantly, it's making Tony Busby and his legal team look like the only adult in the room. Y'all, God, can somebody tell Jay-Z to let this mess go? What does he hope to accomplish? I get it, you're getting these headlines and this and that, but let's be real. Legally, Tony Busby has the high ground in the California case, not in the New York case. Why does this make a difference? Because Jay-Z's team literally bought out, right? They bought up in court documents how Jay-Z's team is filing irrelevant things in a court of law, trying to embarrass Tony Busby that you know have no significance. They are bringing up cases that Jay-Z's not even involved in. So get this, right? Busby right now in the California case, if you guys don't know, there's a bunch of different cases going on. There's a Louisiana battle, there's a Texas battle, there's a California battle, and when it comes to Jay-Z, there's no more New York battle. Jay-Z and Busby have parted ways of any legal business in New York. Now, Diddy and Busby, they about to squabble up for these 22 cases. Now, what does Diddy have to do with this? All right, let's get into this, right? Okay. Let me just start off by saying, because I call it how I see it, this little courtroom scuffle that they keep trying to win in California, to me, this is looking like a win for Busby, or it might be a win. Because even on the surface, it looks like, and I admit, not even on the surface, I called it a very embarrassing paperwork hiccup. Diddy can use that argument. This don't got ish to do with Jay-Z, so why are you bringing it up? Now, here's Jay-Z's lawyers play. I talked to a bunch of legal professionals. I got y'all the tea, so I'm going to read my notes, right? They're saying that Jay-Z's team tried to drag in a side issue, right? Filing for judicial notice of an order from a completely unrelated case, okay? Now, the legal experts are saying that they're hoping to embarrass Tony Busby, and hopefully by embarrassing Busby, Busby will drop the criminal complaint he made in Texas and also the the civil case he made in Texas, right? They're hoping to embarrass Busby to the point that he drops all cases against Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Marcy, that one lawyer, and Quinn Emanuel, by pointing out that Busby hadn't completed his pro hoc VC paperwork in another separate, unrelated matter. Basically, they're saying, hey, judge, look over there. Tony Busby didn't have his guest pass at the time where he tried to practice law in New York, Southern District of New York. Okay, but here's the thing. Many legal experts say that from Jay-Z's angle, it reads as very desperate. They're saying that Jay-Z is basically fishing, trying to shift the spotlight away from the real issues of the case by throwing mud over a procedural technicality. Again, is it embarrassing? Yes. Is it nothing more than a procedural technicality? Absolutely. He didn't do anything illegal. He didn't do anything unethical. That's why the judge said, hey, what's going on? How come you haven't explained yourself? Busby said it was a procedural oversight. Sure, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's much ado about nothing, okay? When it comes to Jay-Z and Busby, okay? Jay-Z is focusing on a sidebar that has nothing to do with the cases that him and Busby are going to war. Now, here's why they say this might be Busby's power move. They said Busby, through Camille Vasquez, who's a courtroom shark in her own right, listen, fired back hard. She shut it down as irrelevant, untimely, and a weak character attack. Translation, they're saying Jay-Z has no ammunition. So now they're flinging paperwork dust at us. Now, people are saying, the legal people I talked to are saying this might be a genius angle. But here's where they got a little slick. Camille Vasquez did her Vasquez stuff. Busby owned his mistake in a letter to Judge Abrams. Judge Abrams is the judge in New York that was like, you were made aware weeks ago that you weren't not admitted to practice law in Southern District of New York. Why have you not filed pro hoc vici? Okay. Tony Busby responded. He basically, I'm summarizing, said, yes, Your Honor, I forgot to mention my Southern District of New York admissions, the fact that I'm barred from practicing law in Southern District of New York, from entering on my own into the Southern District of New York. So I'll have to do pro hoc vici, and I did not apply for pro hoc vici. But he said, Your Honor, I'm voluntarily stepping aside while I'll clean this up. Now, this was a brilliant move because, one, he's ensuring that the victims can get justice. He is then planning to, according to his letter, right? He's going to still try to apply. He's going to basically, he withdrew from the case and he's now going to do things the right way. The way you do it is you apply for pro hoc vici or admission into the SDNY, and then you make an appearance in the court. He's doing it backwards, but he's still going to do it right. He's withdrawing from the case. The other lawyers will keep the cases live and well. And then he is going to apply for pro hoc vici. If he is admitted pro hoc vici, no fuss, no muss. He will then join the other lawyers for the case. If he is not, the case still moves forward. Again, he's doing things backwards, but he is doing legally. Now, right? We can argue all day, and I have said it was messy, it was sloppy. Busby, you are a billionaire lawyer. You should know better. Okay, but the victims are still moving forward and going to get justice. But here's the kicker, right? Busby also said, my admission status, let me read in my Busby voice. My admission status shouldn't distract from the real mission, winning justice for my client. By doing this, legal experts are saying that Busby has framed himself as responsible, transparent, and focused on the client, while Jay-Z looks like they're basically trying to weaponize an admin error that has nothing to do with Jay-Z and Busby. See, here's the thing. You can't literally bring up ish in a court of law that has nothing to do with the facts of the case, and it's just character assassination. Jay-Z knows that. But why is he doing this? Because as much as he blasts Busby for playing the media game, Jay-Z's doing the same thing. And listen, I get the fact of Jay-Z, the blue eye. I get that. But I think it's a very gross and dangerous precedent that a billionaire is literally trying to put someone into the ground and basically scaring off anybody that would ever dare open their mouth against Jay-Z and Roc Nation. I get it. A lot of people don't believe that Jane Doe, and a lot of people think that the Busby case was BS, so they're riding with Jay-Z. But take out Jay-Z's name and put in Harvey Weinstein. Take out Jay-Z's name and put in Diddy's name. And look at all the antics that Jay-Z has been doing, and then let me know you'd be okay with that. It's the precedent, and it's gross. And the fact that you guys are acting like Jay-Z lost any power, any status, or any respect, now that he's a billionaire. Come on now. Anyway, right? Listen to this, right? They're saying that what Busby's doing is a calculated, almost judo-style legal maneuver to use Jay-Z's attack momentum against him. Now, let's not forget the undercurrent that's going on, they said. Busby is a seasoned trial lawyer licensed in New York State and other federal districts. He's not a rookie. He should have known better. Baby, on this channel, we call a spade, all right? What Busby did was a disservice to the victims. But right now the fight is between Busby, Diddy, and the Diddy victims. What does Jay-Z have to do with this anymore? By stepping aside, according to Busby, he just filed temporarily. He signals to the judge, hey, look, I'm playing by the rules. While the rest of his team at Curious Law keeps fighting the case. Meanwhile, Busby's attorney, Vasquez, filing accuses Jay-Z of serial personal attacks and calls him out for being off-topic and inflammatory, turning this into a narrative about Jay-Z's legal team getting distracted and out of pocket. In short, Busby does, when it comes to Jay-Z, look like the grown-up in the room, calmly correcting a paperwork oversight while Jay-Z's team is running around throwing procedural tantrums. In fact, the more Jay-Z's team is pushing this, the more it looks like they're losing grip on the actual case, which is to say, do they have a case for extortion? Again, they need to put character attacks in the judge's name. Now, I will say one thing. Alex Spiro is one of the illest and realest lawyers to ever do this. I don't care if you don't like Jay-Z, baby. You got to call a spade a spade. Alex Spiro has been masterful at the way he's been running this for Jay-Z's interest. However, Jay-Z's reputation long-term, I don't know if this is the best thing. Again, just a few other things that the legal eagles said, right? Again, what is the argument that Busby's lawyer, Vasquez, who is representing Tony Busby against Jay-Z in California, don't forget Jay-Z is suing Busby for defamation, probably won't stick, and trying to get him for extortion. The relevance, Jay-Z's team is trying to drag in an issue from an unrelated case in the Southern District of New York that has nothing to do with Jay-Z. Foundation, there's no real evidence here, just accusations without proof of wrongdoing or misconduct by Busby. Improper character evidence, they're painting Busby as a sloppy or unethical based on something procedural, which is a no-go under federal rules or civil procedure rules. Timelines. Jay-Z's team is also being called out for dropping this late in the game after hearings have already been had. Again, it is what it is. What do y'all think about this? But yo, can somebody, can y'all, honestly, can somebody tell Jay-Z, bro, just let this go? Because I don't know what it is. I think Jay-Z's fighting from victory, not for. And I think, again, it's my opinion. And what do I know? That somebody might need to tell him, let it go. Every time you bring this up, you are making people wonder again. But what do I know? What do I know? Anyway, y'all, let's see how this plays out. This looks like this is 4D chess from Busby. Again, every single time, I've never seen someone snatch. If you're worried about your public relations image, I've never seen somebody snatch defeat from the jaws of victory so many times. Bro, just put the fries in the bag. Let it go. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know, do you think that Jay-Z once again snatched defeat from the jaws of victory? Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.